Hi Aries, wherever you are in this world. I'd say good morning, afternoon, or evening, whichever works best for you. Hope that you guys are all well. Welcome to the channel if you're new, and if you're one of my awesome subscribers, thank you for being here. And if you're not, please go ahead, hit the button. It's free. Get your energy moving throughout the channel. And yeah, so general messages won't resonate for everybody. Take what does, leave the rest. You can also check your moon, rising, and Venus placements and watch the videos for those, as that might give you a better or more accurate reading for your situation. If you'd like a personal reading, and thank you to everyone that's been getting them, you can find a link to my website in the description box below. And don't shoot the messenger. Whatever messages come out, I don't control it, and I don't lie to make everyone come back. That's not what I do. So I don't have control over these cards. And I'm trying to think of what else. This could have been something that's already happened, something that's happening now, or something that's going to happen in the future. So please keep an open mind when you come to these readings, okay? Aries, please. Spirit, please remove my judgment, my filters, anything that could stand in the way of giving the messages to Aries that they need. Aries in love, please. Okay. See what we got. Feel like we're ready. Love yourself first. Okay. Okay, beautiful. Some of you, if you're not familiar with codependency, it might be good to take a look or research that a little bit. It'll give you a good understanding of what it is. And I'm getting a feeling that you may not have had the best relationship as of late, or maybe this is a recurring pattern. I feel like you're taking a little bit of a break, some of you, from relationships at this point in time. Love yourself first, please. Yeah, okay. And this is why. What I'm seeing here is that you've got the Six of Swords. So you've definitely come out of something. This could be a rough patch. And like I said, if it's a if it's actually one of those situations where you've been feeling depressed, or maybe you did feel depressed, there's something here that kind of knocked you off your balance. And I say that because I read this energy as being yours. This is the person or the energy around you, or the energy that you are in. This is the situation, this is the advice, and then this is the outcome. So I'm really getting a feeling at this point in time that something happened, and it's in a codependent way. So either you give too much of yourself, and then you end up feeling lost and broken and alone. All right, and that's usually what we do. But we also have to look at the fact that we do it to try to get what we want, but we don't realize that it's a survival tactic. So some of you may have learned that if you're really nice, or if you're really giving, or if you try to take care of someone, then you'll get that same return to you, right? But the truth of the matter is that the person that you're dealing with isn't capable, right? So the reason why you've attracted them is because they are somebody who's to teach you to stop giving so much of yourself. It's a very interesting dynamic. It can really cause confusion, but it can also leave you feeling in a state of pain, confusion, maybe really feeling alone and not knowing what to do, not knowing where to go. But it's this feeling of maybe being taken advantage of. And I think that some of you may have taken some time, because you've got this Six of Swords, which is good, and you're starting to love yourself. But this card is about wanting to move on and leaving pain behind you. So maybe you're seeking some psychological peace right now because you're trying to balance and heal after traumatic times. The good news is that also, if you are in a connection, then calmness is going to come and descend, right? Either for a couple or separate individuals. Some of you might be moving on after this painful relationship, and maybe it seems like it's been a slow recovery after that stress. Maybe you're just trying to distance yourself from an ex-partner or connection. And maybe others of you are running away from responsibilities, possibly, or leaving without notice. You may have just left and disappeared, okay? Like, there's a number of different scenarios here that I'm throwing out at you, so you can decide which one works best for you. So further, maybe you felt a little flattened or defeated. Maybe this person really did a number on you, and others of you might even be carrying past hurts or negative attitudes into connections, so that may actually be attracting the same type of situation, right? Because you haven't fully gotten over it yet. Some of you may have just thought you gotten over someone, but deep down the hurt remains, right? And for others of you, if bereavement is involved, then I feel like it's a slow acceptance of the loss of your loved one, and my condolences to anyone that's lost someone they loved, okay? So if you are in a connection, if you're asking, do I stay? It says, this card will say yes, your relationship is beginning to slowly improve, but it's just, you're not out of the woods just yet, all right? And for others of you, if you're wondering if the connection is ever going to get better, you know yourself best, and some of you are going to move on. And I say that because the energy around you is honeymoon. So I feel like this is travel or just getting away. And the Six of Swords is also travel. Okay? So I think some of you might also, during this time of taking a time out, whether it be from a relationship or just time out on your own, you're going to start to accept your share of responsibility as well, meaning if it's codependency, I think you're strong enough now, you're at this point where you can really take a good look and start healing this pattern. Honeymoon. Yeah, see, and there we go. The honeymoon card, like I said, I feel like some of you are going to be taking a trip, or maybe even you're just going to go somewhere that you can escape. And the reason why is because you're tired of being angry and sad. Maybe you feel as though there is no development or progress in finding a solution, right? Maybe you've reached an impasse with the person that you're dealing, or you could be repressing pain or trying to release it by getting away from the scenario, right? Because sometimes a change of environment is a huge help. There could be a possible reconciliation as well of a warring couple, okay, because the storm's passed, and maybe a stabilization of a relationship. And maybe the issues are going to start getting resolved because communication is opening the door to healing. Maybe you'll be sorting out that the issues and the problems that have been there. Maybe you're going to release anger and bitterness just by getting a little bit of time away, which is fantastic because we all need that sometimes, and you're going to open your heart to forgiveness. The good news is it symbolizes the beginning of healing after a relationship breakdown or a separation or a divorce. But on the other hand, it can signal all-out war and plunging, the swords even further into the heart, like refusing to let go and move on, or a bitter fight to the end. Outwardly appearing to be fine about everything, but, there's still pain festering within. So here we have this codependency issue. perhaps you might be a little addicted to the thrill and the high of the fight, right? Some people are like that. They get off on, and that's not a bad thing. When I say get off, I mean it makes them feel alive when they're able to participate in a lot of drama. And it's not like they're trying to cause issues, but I feel like this is a very codependent connection, despite there being love. Like, there is love here. And perhaps you're even soulmates, because the Lover's card speaks to soulmate energy. But the thing is, a decision needs to be made here. This is a major decision. And I think, again, it has to be, do I go back to a situation? Do I continue trying with this situation? Or do I start focusing on whatever my issues are so that I can get them fixed so I don't repeat the cycle? All right, there's a few different scenarios here. But definitely, you're seeing here with this Lover's card that a decision needs to be made. And also with this split, it could be, that you don't even realize the patterns that you're in. So the advice you have is let go of control issues. And like I said, once you start reading up on codependency, I can't give a course on that right now, but you'll start to understand the control dynamics. And the control dynamics come from both people trying to gain control, because control makes them feel safe. But yet what ends up happening is resentment, pain, arguments, and there we go. It needs to be let go of, because you have the Death card here. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, perchance. It doesn't have to be, but when it comes to the Death card, obviously something is going to need to change. Whether somebody gets some help here, maybe from a therapist or a counselor, or like I said, they read up on codependent relationships. It can signify that, it's time to transform a situation, because maybe you're just holding on to a relationship that's not working, or clinging to old patterns, as it says, that are stopping the relationship from moving forward. It signifies that things are going to change, even if we want them to or not. It's just one of those situations, and you can either resist the change or embrace it. If the connection isn't going well, it may be time to walk away. It can indicate divorce, or it can indicate that, you and your partner need to make some big changes to let go of these old patterns or issues to make it work. And again, like I said, it might be a good idea to consider relationship counseling, or if you're single, to just look at, again, like, now is the perfect time to start healing, right? Because then your outcome here is unrequited love, but it's in reverse. It means you will find somebody for you, but it's a matter of either you, the other person, or both taking a look at how they're both contributing to the issues here. There we go. Queen of Cups, water energy. So you may have somebody show up who's very loving, nurturing, kind, caring. This is somebody who really puts their heart on their sleeves, okay? They have endless love, and it's unconditional. So it could be a water sign, a Cancer, a Pisces, or Scorpio. And it found with, well, I don't see the Moon or Chariot here, so it might be a Cancerian as well, but we don't need to stick to science. But it's a warm and loving and emotional, responsive person who definitely outwardly displays their qualities. They're somebody who expresses the water element in its purest form. And I just get this feeling that this love is going to heal you. And these people are counselors as well. They're known as counselors. And maybe that's what this love yourself first is about, is to go to see someone who's going to accept you, make you feel safe, so you can start processing and clearing out whatever's been going on. Or maybe this will be your partner. Maybe if you're dealing with a Scorpio, could be dealing with a Gemini as well. But I feel really that someone's going to get some help here, and it's a good thing. We all grow up with different patterns of behavior that we learn to survive with. And unfortunately, it may work when you're younger, but then it doesn't work as we grow up. So we have to look at those patterns. And when you think about it, if you've lived how many years in a certain family dynamic, you've got a good, what, depending how long you've been there, 18 years if you lived at home, you've got 18 years of survival tactics that you've learned that are embedded in you that aren't working externally, right? And that's okay. It just means now's time. It's the perfect time for healing, especially too with this huge full moon release that we just had yesterday. All right? So no matter what happens, there is going to be love for you coming in, and this is how you're going to learn to love yourself first. And then when you do that, you're going to be able to attract a healthy relationship. Okay? So that's what I've got for you guys right now. Let's get you a postcard from Spirit and see what they have to say here. Dear wonderful you. Yeah. Intimacy is scary sometimes. It means you have to let someone else get to know the real you, not the perfect, flawless mask you wear for others. Nope, it's time to reveal the cool one, the passionate one, the imperfect one that is totally you without artifice or walls. So again, we're talking codependency and how we hide behind a wall and certain behaviors in order to get what we want, okay? Yes, you'll be exposed and vulnerable for a time, but it'll be so worth it. This is the only way you will know true closeness with others, and you will also be close to Spirit and to us. There's amazing freedom that comes when you let go and just be yourself with another or a group. Release from the invisible bindings that keep you from intimacy is truly empowering. So may we support you wholeheartedly in this choice. There's that choice, the Lover's card. You will know yourself better, and we hope learn to love yourself as much as we do. Love yourself first. Life is about who we are with others, so share it. You'll be so glad you did. Loving you so, so, so much. And trust me, as somebody who went through codependency when I was younger, I'm telling you, the best thing I ever did was really acknowledge it and really get into it, because then I could understand what I needed to change to attract loving relationships. But most importantly, I found the strength in me, and it made me just feel so good to be on my own, right? But regardless, this is what I got for you. I'm sending you so much love, Aries, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. See you again soon. Bye.